Let's get this over with. You are not going to crush, smother, suffocate, smush, smash, or otherwise injure anyone you have sex with if you get on top. Cross my heart, hope to die. No, not even if you are honest to God, super duper fat-a-rooney, fat-a-palooza, fat. Really. This is the single most common question I get about fat people and sex, and it is a question I have been answering alive and in person for over a decade now, and I have been answering it exactly the same way the whole time. Yes, sweetheart, you can get on top. Yes, I am serious. Sure, you could crush, smother, suffocate, etc. somebody with your body. You could take a flying leap onto somebody's ribcage and land on them knees first, you know, it goes all crunchy, and deliver that punishing 274 pounds of fat rage right on the sternum. You could, presuming you've made it impossible for them to struggle or bite you, sit on somebody's face with a vengeance, completely covering their mouth and nose with that implacable sitzfleisch of yours until they go limp and give up completely. And maybe someone should write an action-packed TV show about someone who does these things. And Joss Whedon, I am waiting for your call. But these things, I regret, I must point out, are only sex to a very few people. And they are not likely to happen by accident. Here are the facts. Yes, it's possible to injure people during sex. This is true for thin people as well as fat people. And you all know that because you've all done that little walk afterwards. But people are pretty robust and resilient, and most folks can take a fair bit of being knocked around without being much worse for wear. Now think for a minute about the kinds of things that people do for fun. Whitewater rafting, riding roller coasters, kickboxing, parachuting, rock climbing, dirt biking, and for fuck's sake, bungee jumping. And ask yourself if having a hot fat lady get on top during sex is even in your fevered imagination any more likely to be the cause of grievous bodily harm than jumping off a motherfucking bridge with a rubber band tied to your ankles. Get on top if you want to, sweetheart, or even if you think you might want to. Do it if you're a little nervous. Take your time, you'll be all right. Do it with care, do it with pride, do it slowly. Take your time, adjust yourself. Take it easy, do what you're comfortable with and what your partner's comfortable with. Don't worry about what you look like. You may be convinced that this is a bad angle. Chins, you know what I'm talking about. But take it from me, the view from below is actually pretty damn good. The important thing, as always, is what it feels like. If it doesn't feel good, you don't have to do it again. But if it does feel good, and frankly, honey, it usually does, you can get on top and you can stay there as long as you damn well please.